Ebusia ye mama kwa basonko so the Bagana Politics Avenue so ebusia ye mbura ye nsem. Ebusia ye bebreki ne wa de mamu efa chema Wontumi sika bi a okoje ne wo bank. Exim bank a odi na na so oka se onkoji sika bi a bank abra ye de ne pie mu wo court no. O se nya de akoji sika bi a etisa e wo bank. Ebusia chema Wontumi akofa sika bi se odeko bank na ala so odeko ma bank ne back. Enam sika bi okoje ne wo ama okopie mu EOCO wo say sika akwaje no Exim bank no omo sa so engi sika ne back ama EOCO boss adarti ni say onfa sika na ana say on stand court enko ka chi on say sika na oka say wanjin afi de waje ana say wo yusu sika no nti no ama on court e endi asem no na no EOCO boss no de ontumi engi sika na ana say ontumi ne enka asem bia enfa de sika asem no so onko court na on court enkodi Mummy Ankwani Nkotie nsema eye Black Rasta ekafa eye nsema anase ska anase nkoma eye Chema Wontumi ni EOCO boss ekodi yem eba de aka ebeto am so.
One of the trusted news sites in Ghana. Yes, a story from Ghana Word. That's it. And it says Exim Bank case. Sources say Wontumi went seeking to pay alleged fraud amount. Journalists. And when you read, it says Chairman Wontumi, others accused of obtaining 14.3 million Ghana cedis from Exim Bank by false pretenses. Dash it away. My brother, over 14 million Ghana cedis. The Ashanti regional chairman of the MPP, the man who at the time had his own empire and frightened Otumfuo to the point that he sent his regents to go and bring him by the ear. And if they failed by the ear, probably by the nose. He feigned sickness, as he always does. At the end of the day, they took a sheep and a bottle of schnapps from him and forgave him to continue with his buffoonery. This is the guy. Right now, he wants to be regional, in fact, national chairman of the NPP, the failed party that destroyed the Ghanaian economy in irresponsible behavior, fraud, and thievery. It's the worst government Ghana has ever had. In fact, in something called the DDEP, Domestic Debt Exchange Program, my brother, my sister, you know what they did? All the people who invested via bonds, government bonds, you know what they did? They decided to take the money. Even at maturity, they told them they will get the money after 20 years, after 25 years, most of who were 80 years plus. Daylight robbery. An 80-year-old man has invested money, his life savings. He was told when he was a little boy that government bonds are the most secured. He believed in his economics teacher and went to invest in government bonds, only for an irresponsible thieving government to usurp that money and then turn around to give them haircuts, unprofessional haircuts that rendered a lot of them bald for life. My brother, my sister, the DDEP. Whilst they were doing DDEP, he had so much money he wanted to buy Chelsea. Whilst they were doing DDEP, he went to Exim Bank, allegedly with fraudulent papers and signatures, and he took over 14 million Ghana cedis. That's about 1.4 million American dollars. My brother, my sister, pretending that he was going to use that money to fight Galamsey, to bring up farms and employ some of these Galamsey boys that he himself was accused of harboring. Ghana, do you understand me? Sometimes I feel like I talk too much. Listen, you go and bring a thief and put him in charge of the national coffers, that thieves are stealing money from the coffers. So you bring the head thief to take care of the coffers. You bring a fowl to take care of cockroaches. That's the case. with Chairman Wontumi. He was said to be harboring these Galamsey boys. He was said to be involved in Galamsey himself, even by his party members, who wrote a whole report and sent to the president and said, this guy is the biggest threat after Sir John to our forest. Sir John died a nasty death of COVID, and he's been sodomized in hell by Satan. This guy is still here with us. He's called Chairman Wontumi. Listen to this interesting thing. And this is an exclusive. Now, Chairman Wontumi, having gone around basking in the glory of his new plumes, having harvested so much from his dirty party's dominance of 8 years of thievery, now he's standing trial for Galamsey. On the 3rd of July, the hammer will land on the judge's table, bang. And that would be, as everybody would expect, the year, in the words of Dr. the Honorable Sremsai, Deputy Attorney General and Minister for Justice. Now this guy, all of a sudden, ran to the Exim bank that he was going to pay. They must say, Exim bank said, you are going to pay what? W, you are being investigated for this. If anything at all, go to the Attorney General, EOCO, and the rest, and pay the money to them. Chairman Wontumi runs to EOCO, runs to Attorney General. Oh, scano de how? Mediaba, Babetria. So who's who we are? What's who we are, Scabia? I said, Scadia, man, we are she. Say, Scar, Miko Giano, and Medeba. Ya bisa usa use one year Scabia. Na Scawe Scabang, and your chronic scanubi. Oh, David, would you me this kind of bass? Chronic scawayas, would you me that bar? David, yeah, no, sir. Go back to court. Now that this case is just opening, the Exim Bank, go to court. Tell the judge that you agree that you stole the money. Because initially, you said you didn't. You said you bought some tractors. You said you had land. You paid salaries to boys to work. Why are you bringing back the money? Yeah, in Giscano. But this is what many people don't know. EOCO has been able to trace the money into one of the accounts of this guy and has put it on freeze. The Attorney General has made sure that there's more ice on the account. It's frozen, thick ice. There's money in it. We have traced the money. We have seen where the money is. Now you come back with a check for money to be withdrawn from the same account that we have frozen, where we have seen the money. Can I break it down for Ghanaians to understand? Now watch this. It's like you are chasing a thief. The thief has denied that he has not stolen anything. Then from your own investigations, you see that the stolen money is hiding in a bag. So you go and take the bag and hold it. Now the thief comes back to you, having gone and not seen the bag, to come and tell you, you know what? I'm coming to tell you that it is true. That money, I actually took it, but I didn't steal it. It was for safety. So that money is what we are holding. So right now, he has to go back to court according to the Attorney General. He's not cutting any deal with anybody. Go to court, Chairman Wontumi. Go and tell the judge in the presence of your lawyer, Apia Kubi, Esquire, that my Lord, me the munim say me share and table for santi. Ebe ya mama minka twi. Skano ma bokro no kakra. Na mumfa ncheme. Na skano die ewo ha. Me de ni nyina aba. Enti mumfa ncheme. Let the court listen to this. If that is what is on your mind. If you say you didn't take the money, all of a sudden you are coming back to pay for what you didn't take. It's ridiculous. It looks like EOCO is the backbone of all the crime fights in Ghana right now. The office of the special prosecutor is in deep ice. It's frozen in the Arctic Ocean. EOCO is kicking their ass, as we say in America. Thanks so much to the couple. Capo de tutti capi. One Capore. One Raymond Archer. The blue-suited couple. And thanks so much to the Zwarungu boy. One Dominic Akuritinga Ayeni, the Stanford lawyer. Also blue-suited. My brother, my sister. This is the cigar-chomping Zwarungu boy. To Chairman Wontumi. Kwabena Enkwibo Siakon. That's his name, right? Is Kwabena right? Kwabena Enkwibo Siakon. But also, me bon pa ma se ukoba yen sesa yesu ban kakra. Power eba ko. Enti enya power no a yemfa. How do we say worship? Tree. How do you say worship? Yeah. Dabi. It's praise. Don't give me words that I'm talking about worship. Yem fan sum God. Yem fan sum nipa. Yenya power no a. I was say yen kai na yen hu say. Power bet me akobio. Ati power kakra benya no yen fam sum nipa. Na power no ko a nipa no be kai say. Ye the power no esumom. After all, the power is all about the people. It's the black pot. AKA Kokoshonomo. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 6. And this is the final story. Watch this. Twerking. Ex-convict Hajia for real in trouble again. Twerking ex-convict Hajia for real in trouble again. Who is Hajia for real? This beautiful lady. She was born and bred in Tamale. Her name is Mona Montrage. Mona Montrage. She's born to a Dagomba woman and a Lebanese father. Her father, though Lebanese, speaks Dagbani better than me and better than you. In fact, in Tamale, many couldn't pronounce Montrage. They simply called him Muchacho. In fact, that is his nickname, Muchacho. I win. My brother, my sister, this is Mona Montrage, a.k.a. Hajia for real. Now, Hajia for real is this pretty lady. She got a baby for a guy called Man Love. Sometimes they also call him Love Man. My brother, my sister, a beautiful daughter called Naila. From when Hajia for real met this guy called Love Man or Man Love, she came into the limelight. She became a socialite. by the kind courtesy of the guy called Man Love. He's called Latif Allison, aka Man Love. The guy is a businessman in America. He has so much money, and together they flaunted the world on social media. He pushed money into Hajia for real. The music, the everything. She came into the limelight, flaunting money on social media. She got pregnant for him. Bam, she had a child, a beautiful daughter by name Naila. They broke apart after about 5 years of a relationship. And the man granted interviews and said that it was due to personal differences. But together, they have agreed amicably to take care of their own daughter. And you will get to know why I'm going that way pretty soon. Then Hajia for real probably was not able to maintain the high standards, financial high standards set by Man Love or Love Man, real name Latif Allison, and decided to go into Sakawa. Decided to go into romance scam. And look at her. She's pretty. She's the dream of so many men. Many said she went for some surgery journeys and all that. I don't have proof, so I don't eat into that. This is her. She's always been pretty. This is Hajia for real. Then she was arrested in Pennsylvania. Today, as we talk, Hajia for real is in the list of the West of the West. West of the West. My brother, my sister, list of the American immigration system. And there she is. There are other Ghanaians in there, a number of them. The worst criminals in America that are supposed to be deported or removed from America or have been removed. Her name just came out again to say that these are criminals America doesn't want to see. They are not just criminals. West of the West. Serious. My brother, my sister. So I decided to find out what it means to say west of the worst. West of the worst. Come here. Watch this. Run the dossier. Now, the U.S. West of the worst is not an extradition treaty, but a public database. Listen, public database published by the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, and managed by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. It highlights foreign nationals in the U.S. with severe criminal convictions who are targeted for deportation, that's removal, rather than extradition. Extradition is when the two nations agree that, oh, this person might not have done anything bad in your country, but in our country, they have done something bad. Bring them home. That's extradition. This is deportation, removal. They've committed the crimes there. Created as an enforcement and transparency initiative, the electronic database publishes the names, photographs, and conviction histories of non-citizens who have been arrested by immigration authorities. Immigration process where a host country expels a foreign national back to their home country, usually due to a violation of immigration laws, unlawful presence, or for being a threat to public safety. The West of the West list falls strictly under this deportation category. Dash it away. Did you see that? West of the worst. That's where Haja for real is. High standards she was introduced to by Man Love or Loveman, aka Latif Allison. When she was arrested, and you can see here Philadelphia, and what she did, my brother, my sister, Latif Allison decided to pull himself out and say, hey, me, I'm not part of this whole. He did it. Haja for real went through the trial. Maybe she took a deal and then she came home. From when she came home, she's been a little quiet. Once in a while, we see her. Yes. Then we heard that she was linked to a rich man that I like so much. RNAQ. Richard Niama Quay. Richard Niama Quay was married some time ago to a pretty lady called Joanna. They struggled through life until success smiled on them. This was what they looked like from the days of the single room up to when they started making it. He was a member of the Jehovah's Witnesses. My brother, my sister, today he's a couple. Oh yes, he has cash. He has a private jet and much more. He's a philanthropist, crazy philanthropist. He does a lot and we are happy. The woman asked for divorce. Divorce papers were signed. The court has agreed. Now they are in court to decide what compensation should go to the lady called Joanna. After a first judge.
Black Rasta, Ekafa, Eska, and I said, a year a chopper, Bia, Chama, Wontumi, Ekopa, Yoko boss, scan or the scanner echo, and I saw the scanner, but Omunji scanner, where the assembly no way, Omunchem. I might say, Yoko boss, other things, on first scanning court. No one court and coca, or no deal, Wontumi, and car assembly. Yada must say, subscribe and not subscribe, no one share, no otherwise, notification bell, so one share, I'm only a swing. The Biba political hairline is one, maybe Aberdum. Yada must say.